Hello and welcome to GoodGood Investing. I'm Rachel Grunn.
And I'm Andrea Cwik.
Thanks for coming back for another week of GoodGood Investing advice. This week is a little different, I think, because we are going to be telling you all the reasons you should not invest in syndications.
That's right.
Yeah. So there are like legitimately.
There's objections.
There's objections. We hear them all the time. We have them. Like there's certain reasons why syndication may not be the right thing for you.
Yeah.
And we will be the first to tell you. That's a lot of what we do in our investor discovery call is talk about your goals and see if they align with the benefits of a syndicate before you know and before showing you an investment because it might not be the best thing for you. So I think like one of the biggest things about I would say one of the biggest objections to investing in a syndication is that your money's not liquid. So whenever you invest, your money is tied up, depending on the business plan, probably between 5 to 7 years. There's different types of assets that have different hold periods. There's some assets that provide distributions immediately, others are delayed. It just depends, right? But the common thread throughout is that your money is not accessible. It's not liquid. You cannot sell your shares like a stock. You cannot sell the asset at will like you could a rental property. So it's kind of like once you commit, you're
in it.
all in. You are in it.
Yeah. And I would say that is a negative for some people, but for some people, that's actually a positive.
Yeah.
Because there's not really a way for you to spend that money. If it's in your bank, right? You're not spending it, and so therefore it's kind of tucked away, it's reserved. And then another thing is, if it's sitting in the bank, you're not making the money anyways. So then you'd rather put your money to work in a deal, and you are making money on the money that's in the deal.
Yeah.
So some people would actually think of it as a positive.
Yeah, and also like assets that aren't as liquid also aren't as volatile.
That's so true.
They're not. And it, like you said, it's great investor accountability.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, I want this bag so bad, I'm just going to sell a couple shares and buy this bag, and now your money's not working for you. So,
Right.
So yeah, pros and cons, pros and cons. Okay, so another objection to investing in syndication is that the minimums are really high. You can buy any iteration of a share of a stock, any iteration of a Bitcoin for, $20, $30. You can start investing. And for a lot of people, that is how they start investing. But in syndication, you're looking at like 50,000 on the low end for a minimum, 100,000 on the high end. So it can be a really, really, really high barrier for entry for a lot of people.
Yeah. But then on the positive, it is a way to, if you do have that amount of money, to make really good projected profits from that money. And then also we learned about TribeVest, which now breaks that barrier to the high minimums. And then you can actually invest with your friends and family. So you don't have to put in the whole amount yourself.
Yeah, so true. I love TribeVest for that. We actually did an episode on TribeVest, so shameless plug. Go listen to it if you have not heard it yet. And then also, I just feel like those $50, $100 investments, they aren't going to move the needle.
Absolutely. That's also a good one.
They're not. So it's a deep cut. It hurts, but it's going to feel so good once that property appreciates.
And I will just add too that you probably have more than you think. Enter our tool.
Another shameless plug.
You might be richer than you think and actually have the minimum for the deals in syndication, even though they're high, because they might be sitting in 401k. They might be sitting in a property that has appreciation.
Yeah, they might be sitting in the home that you're sitting in.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many different creative ways to pull capital. So, but again, it is a barrier to entry for a lot of people, but you can also get creative.
Yeah, and if you want that tool, shameless plug, go ahead and go to goodgoodinvesting.com where you will find the tool to know if you're richer than you think.
We also add it as a commercial into every podcast episode, so you're going to be hearing about it twice. I love it so much. So if you're sick of hearing of it, just go and download it. It really is as good as we say that it is. And then another reason why a lot of people don't invest in syndications is that you don't have control. And for a lot of people, this is hard because they want to be the one to execute the business plan. They want to be the one that chooses the market that is purchased in, chooses the property management company, chooses when it's sold. Yeah, so a lot of people are like, I don't want to give up control to someone else, like, yeah, I trust you, you've done good deals in the past, but like, I just feel better at the steering wheel.
Okay, but on the positive, a lot of new investors just are not experienced enough to actually lead a deal. And so take it from us, we're in several deals and we're still learning things. So for me, that's actually a positive that I can trust my money to work for me and I can trust a team that will go ahead and manage it. They're experienced, they're looking at the asset every single day to make sure that it's, giving us maximum returns, and I don't have to worry about it, and I can pursue my passions that I want to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about guaranteeing the loan.
Yeah.
Making sure contractors show up on time. I mean, it can be hard,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that there's certain personality types that are just not made for syndication. If you that just keeps you up at night, giving away control to someone else and trusting another team with your money, probably not the right asset class for you. Probably you should look more at single family in that case.
Yeah.
But you can also do both. You can have your projects that you have fun with and flip and stuff, and then also do passively as well.
And I'll just say that, it takes a lot of money to take down big syndication deals. And so your money is going to go less further because you're putting a lot of eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
But then when you trust a team and you get into syndications, you can diversify a lot more into different states, different asset classes, different teams. And I feel like it's better. A lot of people preach you need to just pick one thing in real estate. A lot of coaches out there, they say one thing, like just do Airbnb, just do multifamily. But I actually believe in diversification. As a family, I am so glad that we're diversified because when one thing isn't performing as we projected, the other thing is, and we have a balanced portfolio.
Yeah, I think the balance is so key.
Yeah,
so key.
Absolutely.
So we're not here to crap on any other type of real estate investing at all, because we do it all. We love it all. There are those because, syndications are such a unique asset class and they're commercial investments and they're generally passive. There's a lot of objections that people have to them. So we just kind of want to go through those. And if any of them kind of struck you, and you're on the fence, we'd love to have a call with you to kind of talk through your objections, not to convince you, right? Because we might agree it's not the right thing for you.
Yeah.
But we can just help you understand more and make an educated decision on your investments, because that's what we want is our investors to be educated and excited about the decision that they make, whether it is to invest with us or to choose a different path.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like Rachel said, we don't pressure any of our investors. Really, we present opportunities and deals when we can, because sometimes, we are able to publicize them and they are for investors outside of our network. And so, yeah, there's never pressure. We just want to educate and offer opportunities.
Yep. So if this episode has intrigued you, you can head to our website where you can schedule a call with us. That will for sure get you on our deal flow. If you're listening to this and you're like, I may be on their deal flow. I downloaded their net worth assessment tool, so I think I'm on their deal flow. You're not. No, you're not. So you have to schedule a call with us in order to make sure that you get all of our deals and are the first to know whenever we have something go live. So schedule a call. We are very much looking forward to talking with you.
Absolutely. We look forward to it.
Well, until next time, guys, don't invest good.
Invest twice as good. Bye.